Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
Sex.
and what
Whether it counts or not.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to discuss today is that all women go through a period after either a breakup or a relationship where the sex does not count.
Just doesn't count. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. And so, buddy, give them the caveat, because if you ask women about this period in their life, what will they say?
Well, they won't admit it. You might as well not ask them about it. They don't even believe themselves that it happened. We block it out of our own minds, and we're certainly not going to fess up to it to you.
Exactly.
Especially if we think that there's any potential for long-term romance with you.
Exactly.
It just didn't happen. It's invisible.
Yeah. I'll just give you an overview. So the tweet is, girls have a sex doesn't count window after breakup or divorce. No sex during this period counts. 5 guys in one drunken weekend doesn't count. First date sex with a new man once a week for 6 months doesn't count. You bang your husband's brother, dad, best friend, and it doesn't count. Because all women go through this period.
Yeah.
And what we're going to discuss today is how universal it is, and why it happens.
Yeah.
Why it happens.
Yeah.
And 2, how you can take advantage of it.
Right. Take advantage. You can choose to take advantage of it or just ignore it. One or the other. This knowledge is to help you better understand, not to piss you off, not to turn you off of women.
Yeah.
But to use these tools to your advantage.
Exactly. Not to and just know it's just part of their nature.
Yeah.
So let's talk. Okay, so girl goes through a divorce.
Yes.
Divorce is finalized.
Yes.
It's the week after, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Why is she sleeping with 2 or 3 guys during this week period?
For attention. Women use sex for attention. And I think there's an important thing here, this very important detail that men maybe don't understand, maybe they don't grasp, maybe you guys don't deal with it. But it's that we as women need to get that sexual attention immediately, because whether we did the breaking up or we were broken up with, we have to be sure that we are still candidates for other people having sex with us or finding us attractive, appealing, interesting to be around, whatever it is. We need that sexual, it's validation more than attention, I would say.
And I think, and a lot of guys on their way out, especially with divorces,
Yeah.
they'll let, whether it be true or not, you sucked in bed.
Yeah, they'll say a lot of things.
I mean, there's a lot of hurtful, words being thrown out. And a woman kind of has to counter that with action.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Guys will do that whether they love or hate the woman. They will say just the most god-awful things on the way out.
Exactly.
And it's a lot of it is like this, cutting the way she looks, cutting the way she's aged, cutting the way her body looks, cutting her performance in bed, cutting her performance as a mother. But
so
she has to prove that he was wrong and that she is a viable candidate for someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
That's a great point.
And also for self-confidence. And so at the end of the day, it's just a reminder, one, to recover, and for attention, which gets her back into the game.
Women need that kind of attention from males who they find attractive and worthy, let's say, for self-confidence. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Because I think that men derive a lot more self-confidence from their inner, their selves, their inner being. Women derive more self-confidence from what the world thinks of them.
Yeah.
We base our self-confidence on what our parents thought of us, what our boyfriends thought of us, what our friends thought of us, what our siblings, what our children think of us. It's all driven. These are all drivers in our in our world. Very few women. And I would argue that very few women actually derive confidence from their inner selves, but fewer than that are really deriving it from their inner selves. I think some just fake it a little bit better than others.
Exactly. Whatever they think, they need confirmation from outside.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big thing. 2, how can you take advantage of this?
Yeah.
And why? Because if you're a player, a Playboy, these girls, either on the apps that I just went through divorce, or somebody in your social circle, depending on how, I don't ever recommend like dating the ex-wife of a friend. I mean, it's bad form. Some of these things are bad form.
Yeah.
But let's say it's a third party or somebody that is referred to you that, hey, so-and-so, she just divorced her husband. And this is a good time for you to show a girl a good time.
Yeah.
They're not looking for anything serious. They're looking to have fun.
You can be the fun guy.
And you're the fun guy.
Yes.
And this can last anywhere between like 3 weeks to 6 months, a year. It just depends on what she wants. And we've talked about this.
And that's an important point. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't count period of time.
Yeah.
Could be 2 months for some girls. It could be 5 years for others.
Exactly.
I mean, there's no telling for any girl. And the only guys that quote unquote count during that time are guys that she considered herself dating seriously. So
and exclusively.
Yeah.
99% of the time. Yeah.
99% of the time.
Yeah. But this is your chance, if you've got game, to actually bring your game.
Yeah.
Entertain a girl, have sex, have fun, and it's lighthearted.
Yeah.
And it's the closest thing you'll get back to like high school or college dating.
True.
If you're an adult and you're like 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yeah.
She just needs somebody that's easygoing, has fun, isn't looking for anything serious.
Pressure her?
No, isn't all concerned about where she's at when she's not around.
Yeah.
You can actually be the fun guy, and she doesn't give a fuck where you're at.
Yeah.
And that's what I see. And I've seen a lot of guys like just run a couple girls. They'll travel. They'll go do fun stuff. But, it's nothing serious.
They're essentially in that, would you say they're in that girlfriend candidate category that you talked about the other day on the podcast? But it's not necessarily with the agenda of moving into anything more serious.
Exactly. Because part of when we talk about a girlfriend candidate, part of the girls that you're dating is what do they want out of it?
Yeah.
And they may not want a boyfriend. I mean, and if you haven't dated a lot, and this is hard to kind of but if you date enough, you'll meet girls in this category.
Yeah.
They just want to they're going through whatever they're going through, and they're not going to talk to you, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But they need a guy that's fun, lets them forget their problems, goes out and does stuff.
Yeah.
And you're the fun guy, and it gives you a chance to just go do your thing as an adult.
Yeah.
And that's how you can take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Just know that when somebody says, hey, I just got divorced, they're not a complete emotional wreck. In fact, they probably don't want to even bring it up.
Sure.
So you can just move forward with it. You can just approach them and open them like you would anybody else, and they're going to actually appreciate it. They just want things to be normal.
And I would say this doesn't count time frame. For a lot of people starts with, I just found out my husband was fucking his secretary for the last 3 years.
Yeah, they don't have to be officially
I was going to say,
divorced.
It doesn't have to be my divorce papers were just signed 3 days ago. No.
I mean, and you can that's one of the, do you date married women? Well, yeah, we have. But they're already on their way out. The divorce
officially,
really.
Officially,
not he doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, these, because it takes time. I mean, some divorces can take a year, 2 years to completely process.
Yeah.
And during this time, she needs a break. And you can be the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can be the fucking
And you would
guy.
be surprised how low maintenance it is.
Yeah.
Because they've got all this stuff going on in the background. And when they see you, they just want to go out for drinks. They want to go out to dinner. They want to have sex. And they want to forget about their problems. And
they want to feel sexy and desired and, like they haven't felt in probably 10, 12 years.
And just know that, again, she's not counting any of these guys.
No.
No.
They don't care.
No, nobody. And this is universal. I mean, the straightest women you've ever met.
That you would never imagine.
Never will go through 4 or 5 guys in a weekend during this period.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. If you ask them about it, they'll deny it.
Yeah.
And God, what was we going to talk about earlier? I can't even, we were talking about this, like how we would present this. But that's the fact. And that's the 2 things is know why it's happening.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the girl's morals or
really
her
doesn't.
Quality or how she'll perform as a wife.
No.
Or her fidelity.
No, it really doesn't.
Which, is part of being, a player is you understand women. It has nothing to do with any of that. And you can use this to your advantage. And you benefit her.
And you benefit.
Yeah. You benefit, she benefits.
Everyone wins.
And that's what we're always looking for in some of this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not the sexiest topic, but you need to know where they're at mentally.
Yeah.
And you can use that to your advantage.
I love it. Everyone has fun with this one.
If you guys like this, we have a newsletter that you can opt in for below down in the comment section, where I send you 1 or 2 times a week, a little bit more information, what's in the podcast, a little more in depth.
Yeah.
On our subjects. And what else? Would you say it's our best of our best?
I say that our newsletters, you have one, I have one.
Yep.
We put the best of the best up there because these are the things that we want to dig deep with.
Yeah.
And really, we may expound even more so on a podcast topic or a tweet, or it be something completely fresh and new that you've never heard before and you'd like our take on. We answer a lot of questions there. It really is our best work compiled in one spot specifically for you, our subscribers.
People. Yeah, for our best people. If you like this video, like it, comment below. We'd love to hear from you.
Subscribe.
And subscribe. And we look forward to seeing you guys probably tomorrow.